Hello there, and thank you for joining me today. I'm Erica, half of Feel Your Core. Today, we're working on active lengthening versus collapsing into stretching. So, here you see me seated up nice and tall, arms by my ears. I forward fold, drawing my abdominals in to support my back as opposed to just collapsing onto my legs. From here, I am rolling back onto like kind of behind my sits bones onto the sacrum, flat part of the pelvis. As I forward fold, my arms come behind me and lift up. They circle around, so I end up in that forward fold position again to end the entire sequence of what you'll continue to see today. So this exercise is inspired from Pilates, the back rowing round on the reformer, but we can do it here on the mat. So I'm pulling those arms in as I roll back, like I'm rowing a boat. Then I reach my arms back behind me and lift them up as I forward fold. This is circumduction, the circling of the arm in the shoulder joint to come around. And then I stack back up. So again, I'm rowing my boat back. My arms go behind me and up as I support my forward fold, circling the arms around me, reaching for the toes again. And then I feel like I'm stacking my spine up against the wall to start again. Again, rowing my boat back. I'm exhaling to forward fold, reaching the arms behind me, lifting the arms up and back, circling the arm around in the shoulder joint to bring it forward. And then this is my final resting position where I do reach for my toes. But again, you can see in the abdominals, I'm still very supported. Next exercise is going to be in more of a kind of runner's lunge look, but the back knee is going to be down. So first thing I'm doing here is like getting into the hips, just seeing what my range of motion feels like. Then I am going to exhale and take a twist. I am trying my best to keep my head in line with my spine. And as I rotate, I exhale. I'm trying to think about pushing my upper arm bone back against a wall and then reaching my down hand down and my up hand up. So I'm taking the counter stretch. So now my hand is inside the leg. Again, exhale to rotate, bringing out my ribs like a dishcloth. And again, trying to place my upper arm against a wall behind me. My gaze is going up at the arm. I'm reaching the top arm to the ceiling as much as I'm reaching the bottom arm down into the mat. Here's the second round. Again, exhale, rotate, reaching the crown of my head long. In opposition, reaching my tailbone long and reaching those arms in opposition to get that maximal stretch through my back body and my front body. Counter stretching to the other side. Again, taking my time here. Inhale, exhale, rotating those ribs, pulling that top rib back, that bottom rib forward, reaching my arms in opposite directions. Again, I'm taking several breaths here in this pose right here, this opposition pose. I'm bringing the arms back down, and I'm going to go ahead and change legs here. So you'll get to see the same thing with the other leg. You can already notice that I'm a bit tighter through this left hip, right? So, my body position isn't as forward here. So again, exhaling to rotate, trying to get a little bit more deeper into my lunge as I'm rotating, as I'm reaching those arms in opposite directions. And then coming down, and then I'm going to take that counter stretch. One of the things I really like to focus on is pulling my elbow up first, almost like I'm pulling a bow and arrow. For me, that really helps with the alignment of getting those arms in opposition and feeling, as if I'm placing my arms against a wall behind me to really get, again, those arms in alignment and in opposition. So there's that elbow, bow and arrow, reaching through the fingers in opposition, reaching through the palm of the hand that is on the mat and near my foot. Taking several breaths here to just continue to expand in my inhale and lengthen in my exhale when I'm in the actual twist. Here we go. One more time. It looks like going to rotate open. Again, lots of breath here. If you can see it, I'm making lots of micro adjustments in my body as I breathe. When I'm breathing, I can feel more ways. First of all, I can feel where I'm tight, so I breathe into that. And then I look for those ways to open up even more. And then that is the end of that stretch sequence, sitting back in a child's pose. Even this child's pose is very active, sitting my hips back, reaching my arms forward, inhaling to try to make my ribs expand more, front, back, and side to side, and getting a little bit more length with each one. Thank you so much for joining me today. Try active lengthening instead of stretching.